Hi guys, it's Tamoya here and welcome back to another video. Now, going back to the living room type background because the last video I wasn't really proud of it. Didn't really like it, was very hesitant to upload it, and but you know what, whatever. We all make mistakes on like some stuff. We have things that we regret with videos at least, okay? But today we're going to be talking about this beautiful Nintendo Switch of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I'm not sure when this even came out, to be honest. When I bought my other Switch from the other video that I made, that I was more up to date with. I had absolutely no idea that the Nintendo Switch Lite was also coming out as a Sword and Shield edition. Now, usually the DSs were doing that. I just didn't expect the Nintendo Lite, Switch Lite to do the same thing. So I was very excited. And from the looks of it, I was like, ooh, this is pretty cool. But it is kind of a lazy, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit lazy of it. Just keeping the gray. I think it's like a lighter gray, I'm assuming. From the looks, like the whole box is so awesome, and then you get to the back and then it's just like a very light, barely visible print of both legendaries on the back of the Switch. Now, it would have been really cool if they would have made a complete black Nintendo Switch or a half red, half blue type thing, but you know what, I'm not gonna criticize it yet, because we're gonna talk about this first, and then we're going to talk about the duo pack of Sword and Shield. Don't ask me why it looks like that. I will explain it to you in a second. Let's start off with this. So again, I didn't know that this was gonna come out, so when I walked into a Best Buy one day and I just saw it and I was like, oh, I need to get it. But same thing, same lingo, it's just getting the same stuff. You get it in the same packaging as the original, and like I said, it is lighter than the other Switch. So we take it out of the box and we can definitely see so far that it is a way lighter gray Switch. Looking at the, okay, I'm trying not to touch it right now, but here we have the Sword and Shield section. So blue on this side, red on that side. It's all very pretty. I'm actually in love so far. And then if you turn around, here is the print. And like I said before, it's barely visible, which they should have done it at least in a black outline. Not very much of a fan on gray, unless they were going to do the other dark gray. That way it's at least visible for anybody who wants to see. So this Switch also runs for $199.99, $200. I'm not sure if it's still available. I have not seen it being available anymore. Please do not quote me on that. I'm probably very wrong. But yeah, seeing the two legendaries. But what do you think? I personally would have preferred it to be a lot darker, because even on camera, just like trying to look at it, it is very hard to see. But yeah, I would have preferred it to be darker than that. Now, if we compare it with the first Nintendo Switch Lite that came out, it is very different. It would have made more sense if they had like a darker background, and then you use this light gray as like the outline of the, just turn this around, the outline of the legendaries. It would make more sense, or to make the legendaries darker. Now in the light you can definitely see the difference, but still, if you were like to put it away from each other, you can barely tell the difference. You can barely tell that there is something in the back, while this one you can clearly see there's nothing, but this one you can barely tell there's anything behind it. They are both the same size, nothing's different with that. Yeah, same thing. I'm very proud to have both. Now, let's move on to the actual Pokemon Sword. And before I even started recording, I actually started playing Sword and Shield yesterday. I've had it for a while. I also bought this a while ago. I just hadn't had the time to actually record a good one. I actually, you know, that Black Friday thing, I don't even want to think about it. But let's look at this. So why is it like this? Well, when I bought the Nintendo Switch Lite, that's the Pokemon Sword and Shield edition, I also bought the dual Sword and Shield games, and it came with this thing. It was supposed to be the last one, and they're actual tokens. I've not seen this either. I just knew that there was a duo of this. And as you can tell, I already opened it, because like I said, I was playing the Sword yesterday, and I had given my shield to my brother because we're always the opposite. Every time we buy a Pokemon game, we're always the opposite. He's usually red, I'm usually blue, no matter what the game is. Same thing from like Gen 4. I was Pearl, he was Diamond. I was Silver, Soul Silver, he was Heart Gold. Same thing, I was X, he was Y. So in the dual pack, it's you technically buy the games full price, like if you were buying them separately. The only difference is that you get this download code for Dynamax crystals. I haven't done that yet, so that's one thing I haven't done. And since I had already given the shield to my brother, this is what Sword looks like. And I have been playing it a little bit already. Not that much in. Let's take a look at these tokens that it comes with. I know that some of them only came with the tokens, not all of them. So I'm pretty excited that I was able to get the last one from the Best Buy that I went to. Ooh, okay. Whoa. All right, so I got this metal token or whatever that comes with its little display. It shows both legendaries on the back, and it's actually really cool. Let me just take it out of this. Here we go. This is actually really cool. I've never seen something like this before. Ooh, okay, and it looks really cool on camera. Not sure if you guys are reading the same thing I am. And again, you put this on stupid stand that doesn't like to stay. There we go. You put it on whichever side you want, which of course I am Sword. And I'll leave it like that. That's actually really cool. It doesn't weigh much. I thought it would be so cool if it weighed more than this. And the pouch is really cute. It has both Sword and Shield. It's a pretty cool accessory with this thing. So the thing, the both dual pack games cost me $120 plus tax, New York State tax. I find it cool that they gave us like a little add-on to it, and because it was the last one and I guess somebody had returned, it's why I got it in like a rubber band thing. All right, so I'm gonna just talk a little bit about my review on Pokemon Sword. I know that there has been a lot of things going on with this game because they took off a lot of the Pokemon and left Charizard as like the main starter that they're gonna keep, and I was so upset when I heard that. I actually heard it way later once like the game was already released, and I was hearing all of this drama from the Pokemon community, and I actually don't agree with any of what the decisions they decided to make on that. I think that all the Pokemon should be there. I feel like they're, as the generations go on, they're making the games much more easier and simpler for the new generation of kids that are coming out. Like if you think of like the first few games, like they were really hard, and up to like X and Y, they were actually pretty difficult to do. Maybe a little bit of X and Y was getting a little easier. But still, like, you got the regular gym battles that you would go to the gym leaders of every town that you have to go to. Then you get the Elite Four. You're supposed to do all of this, the legendaries. But you end up catching the legendary from what I remember of Sun and Moon at the very end. But please don't quote me on that. I did not finish that game. But it's like a whole lot of things that are going on. Like, I've been hearing that they were trying to boycott Nintendo because of the Pokemon release, and that did not work because a lot of people still bought it. Seeing me, I also bought it. It was just a lot going on. From what I'm seeing already, it's actually, again, it's still the boring stuff, you know, from the beginning. I actually prefer to get my starter from my professor, but you don't meet the professor until later on. After you do get your first legendary, your first starter. Hop, which is my rival, he ends up having a Pokemon already before his starter. That makes no sense to me. Okay, but sure, we're starting off equal, right? You already have a Pokemon. I only start with one, like 2 against 1. That's technically not fair. But whatever. But yeah, I don't agree with them taking out all the Pokemon, like a lot of Pokemon that we had all the other generations. The Pokedex is there. The completed game is there. For that reason, the Pokedex is not complete if we do not have all the Pokemon that exist in the Pokemon world. The graphics, I think they're fine. They just remind me of 3DS graphics. The animations are fine. Battle scenes is still fine. It's like, it's just not the same as how we used to see it on the Nintendo DS Lite, the regular DS, even the 3DS. It's losing what made it the Pokemon game for me. I personally like the older games. Like, my favorite gen to play is Diamond and Pearl Gen 4. That was my favorite one out of all of them. I like that there was so much adventure. I like that they had a third game, which was Platinum, that it was a whole lot of things going on. But the way they're making it now, like, I didn't even start, I'll say this, I didn't really start Moon, then I didn't really play Moon 2, just because, like, they now are doing things by sections instead of gym leaders, and the Elite Four is not there anymore. And it's like, I'll still give it a chance because I am a Pokemon master, water type, by the way. But I just feel like it's all getting lazy a little bit. Like, the same thing with this Switch. Like, it's pretty, it's nice, it's a light gray. You get both blue and red, but the back is just lazy. Like, you can't even tell with the plastic on. Like, things are just getting lazy with the Pokemon universe, the way they're making it. I hope in the next year, when they actually release another Pokemon game, that they actually kind of bring it back to how it used to be. Because the longtime fans, the ones who started from yellow, blue, and red, are like all those difficulties in the games. And it's like, it's losing the passion that we had for them. Like, now it's easier for you to level up Pokemon. Like, automatically, you don't even need the XP share. It's already there for you, and it's just making it boring. Like, I just started playing yesterday. I find it very boring. Not sure if it's just because it's the first section, but I do have students, I have friends who are just like, it's not the same, and I totally agree just from what I'm seeing so far. I want to know your opinion, so please leave comments down below and letting me know what you guys think, how the evolution of the Pokemon games have been going on. This new stuff is just not working out for me. But again, I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. So that's all I have for you guys for today's video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of the Pokemon Nintendo Switch Lite. Sword and Shield edition. Please let me know your comments, your thoughts about the Sword and Shield and the new Pokemon games that are being released, and what you think about them taking out a lot of our favorite Pokemons, which is very sad and very depressing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to follow all my other social media accounts, I will be putting links to those in the description below. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every Sunday now, and I hope to see you guys next Sunday. Tamoya out. And unfortunately, the Sword and Shield is also out. Bye, guys.